don't like it when they do the draw before the games, Perry.
No.
As a player, would that affect you?
No, but FA Cup always on a Monday, wasn't it? Monday lunchtime.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
On the old, well, that is again going back, the old transistor radio.
Yeah.
See what's happening.
Yeah, and, you know.
Yeah, players don't really look at it, to be fair.
They wouldn't bother. No, wouldn't bother. Okay. So Chelsea 3, Leeds 2. I thought Chelsea were going to sort of run away with it, to be honest, when they scored pretty early on. But Leeds are having a good season, and also Leeds have got momentum in the league, haven't they? So they're playing really well.
Well, that was their first defeat in 13. If you look at Leeds' squad, I saw them at Cardiff when they started this run away from home, beat Cardiff 3-0, and I said I thought they would go up automatically. Last night they rested Gruev, Kamara, Somerville, Nonto, and Rota.
Yeah.
So they rested 5 players and still give Chelsea a good go. The other thing I was disappointed at, there was only 4 yellow cards.
Yeah,
that's not Leeds.
You'd expect a bit more
of
of that in
Leeds,
Leeds, Chelsea. Yeah.
Go back to 1970. I mentioned it yesterday that they critiqued it.
Yeah, re-refed
the
it.
1970 final.
Yeah.
Leeds Chelsea, and they saw that there'd been 6 reds and 20 yellows. So like those boys from that Chelsea team, they'll be going, "Are you having a laugh?
Yeah,
get yourself stuck in a bit more."
But some good for Nicholas Jackson to score for Chelsea. Good for Mudryk to score, because they looked on Sunday. They looked so ineffectual in that cup final.
But didn't you think that was Chelsea, like talented young players who can have glimpses even in games of outstanding? But you look at Conor Gallagher's goal, where Fernandes plays him in, great turn and touch and finish. I thought Mudryk was funny when he scored, and he just runs to the goal and celebrates. You know, you do your arms crosses to say,
"Oh yeah,
I do this all the time." You think, "No, mate, no, you don't." No,
if I were you, I'd quietly wander back to the centre circle.
Just go. All right, there you go. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, Conor Gallagher scored, and how much did he cost Chelsea? The £1 billion Chelsea. How much did Conor Gallagher cost them?
Just have a look. Hold on. No, nothing.
And they're most likely to sell him because he's all profit. How
ridiculous would that be when your team needs a bit of soul?
I think Ten Hag needed that last night. Needed that result, Perry.
Yeah, well, you were saying about shouldn't have been allowed because of Varane's doing the block. Good ball in from, I'm not his biggest fan, Fernandes, but great ball in, was it, from the free kick? Casemiro just gets himself in front. Awoniyi missed great chances.
Yeah.
Origi missed great chances.
Yeah.
But all I've got in it, Rashford still sulking. Just like
something's up there,
drifting around. Yeah, and you think, something is not right. Yeah, because like the talent that he has, and he's not putting everything in. Do you know what I mean?
If you've been at a club a long time, like he has, and seen a few different managers, heard it all before, isn't new. Do you need to move? Do you need to move on? Do you think, Perry, to keep yourself interested?
But you motivate yourself. That's when you come off the pitch, you've got to be able to look in the mirror and just say, whatever you do, whatever job, I couldn't give it any more.
Yeah,
that's it. And then you go from there, and you think, oh well, maybe my touch wasn't great, or some of the decision making weren't great. But no one can question. I can sit down, and no one can question my effort. Because the worst thing as well, if the manager comes in and he starts generally saying about, oh, you haven't put it in, you ain't put shift in, I would actually go and see the manager and say, do you mean me?
Yeah.
Do you mean me? That's the biggest affront you could ever have. They say my touch is rubbish or my crossing was rubbish or whatever, and you go, actually, factually, you're right. Don't question what I'm trying to do. Do you know what I mean? So...
but if you're a player and you've been through a few managers, you must see the writing on the wall a bit for the manager, and you think, well, what am I going to try for this manager when there's probably going to be another one along in a minute? Does that happen?
Well, it does. Players do that, but again, I don't understand that because of what I've just said about playing for yourself. And with saying with Marcus Rashford maybe needs to move on, who's going to take him? Where's he going to go? Well, no top 4 club at the moment is going to take him because he's not good enough getting their team. No. And he's on reportedly $350 a week.
Yeah,
that's a massive investment for someone who even is hot and cold. Last year, 30 goals, unbelievable. So I would say now that his England place in the squad would be questionable because his form doesn't warrant it anywhere near.
I'd be surprised. I think Gareth's pretty loyal, isn't he?
He stays loyal to players that he thinks hasn't let him down.
Henderson's got a flipping look in Perry, Well,
we'll see. We'll see if Henderson or Calvin Phillips, and I mentioned about Ross Barkley. I think he should be in there.
One of your Scottish mates has got in touch. Earlier on we had, I can't remember the name of the guy we had earlier on, Deary. You had a go at a Scottish accent. I had a go at a Scottish accent. He had a go at a Scottish accent. It was all pretty bad. But your mate, who's got in touch
Colin
with us,
Cram. Cram is a good lad. I used to play with him. He's a young player at Southampton where we took him under our wing and showed him what goes on the pitch, what goes off the pitch, myself and Terry Yollock. And he's a top player and a top man. and he wasn't very happy.
He sent you a voice note. He sent you a voice note. Let's hear it.
Grovesy, it's dearie, not diary, how that guy says it in Cockney. It's dearie.
There we are.
There you go.
If you want to wind a Scot up,
You've got to get your accent and the dialect spot on.
Absolutely spot on. Now you can send us a voice note 03717 22 3344. Tell us what people shout around you in the stadium. Ian, the Palace fan, has just done that. Here he is. Here's a voice note of his chant.
Irish chap sitting in front of me at Palace for years, and he used to always go, "Get on him!"
There's something about it. Get on him!
Is it Prince?
Get on him!
Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear it.
Get on him!
22 positions in a one-night stand.
That was nice. Could put that in some music. So I was talking over it, Jamie. Play it again.
Get on him!
22 positions in a one-night stand.
Very nice, Perry. God, goodness me. I'd like to see you in a one-night stand with 22 positions. What are they?
I have to warm up first. Bit of yoga, Chaz. Bit of yoga at this stage.
Too much. TMI. TMI. Let's talk about Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Brighton and Hove Albion. This was sort of the invisible match last night, wasn't it? But we're going to talk to a Wolves fan a bit later on. But Gary O'Neill.
What a job.
What a job. Gary.
Absolutely. Brilliant job at Bournemouth. I've said it before. He'll be up there for one of my managers of the year. He would be in the running if and when Gareth Southgate leaves to go and manage England, because he goes in there and he sees what group of players that he has and their strengths and weaknesses, and then he has his tactics and philosophy according to what he's not like, I'm going to go in and play expansive football. So, and this is a team that Lopetegui went, they're not going to score any goals.
Yeah.
This team, Wang Hee-chan got injured, which is...
When he came in, it was an absolute mess, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he's just gone in. He's absolutely
got structured.
We'll be chatting to Matt Murray, ex-Wolves keeper, a bit later on.
I loved the goalkeeper Jason Steele going up and trying to do his Jimmy Glass when he right at the end of the game.
At the end,
when he tries to and he should have scored. As the ball drops from him, he should be smashing it in.
Nothing more exciting than a goalkeeper scoring. I can tell you that from experience. And finally last night, Liverpool 3, Southampton 0. What a game it was. Southampton were absolutely incredible, I thought, Perry. I don't know if you've watched any highlights
Yes,
of any of it.
Yeah.
I thought Southampton, the football they play, they are absolutely fearless, but they just came up against a Liverpool side that's being so well coached at the moment. And as we say, the young players, absolutely no fear at all either.
For Southampton, it was wrong time, wrong place, because they're just going through their little worst bit of the season where they'd lost 3 out of 4 before, like last night.
Yeah.
Mara missed 2 great chances. Shay Charles missed a brilliant chance as well when Liverpool were 1-0 up, and it's like Liverpool's boy band, isn't it? It's their boy band.
Yeah.
They're flying without wings. They're
all standing up off their stools on the key change.
They're everywhere. And if you looked at even the finishes for young players, I thought that Jayden Dan's first goal was brilliant, where he just dinks it over. But you loved Lewis Kumas, where he just reverses it, gives the goalkeeper the eyes, and you can't be... Well, I wasn't thinking about doing that when I was 17, 18, like reversing it to the other direction. You used to get through and think, just get it on target. That's all you got to do, get it on target. So, to be fair, Jurgen Klopp, when he said, when he talked of dance about darts later, he equated him to Luke Littler, and he said, right, these young players are doing brilliantly now, but if you don't see them for when we get our injured players back, if you don't see them for 4 or 5 months, don't be asking where they are, or don't put them under too much pressure. They'll probably end up going out on loan. You imagine now their agents are going, happy days, we can send you out on loan maybe at the Championship, get yourself a bit of experience, and then get yourself back in the fold.
Let's quick look at the quarterfinal draw. Man City, Newcastle. Pretty great.
Ain't happening for Newcastle,
You
is it
don't
really?
think so? City through there, you reckon? Chelsea, Leicester City?
Again...
Leicester looking good.
But it depends on Leicester, how far their cushion is, isn't it? Whether they're going to get automatic promotion or not, because Maresca will rest a few, because they've got a big squad as well. That's the game that could save Pochettino's job. I know he said that he's not under pressure, but trust me, you are.
To a cup semi-final.
If Chelsea come 10th and they don't win anything, then...
Wolves, Coventry, I mean, if you're a Wolves fan, you're thinking, we're going to be in the semi-final of the FA Cup here.
Yeah, and with Coventry, we mentioned about managers doing brilliant jobs. Mark Robbins doing a brilliant job at Coventry. But I love Gary O'Neill's celebration as well afterwards. It was a proper old school, how much the FA Cup means, because Wolves ain't going down. They've got no chance, are they? They could even jump into 7th or 8th. And for Wolves fans, they would love a Wembley trip in the FA Cup semi-final. Do you know what I mean? Because Wolves are a really old-fashioned, good traditional club. And I can remember when they won the League Cup, I think it was 1990, Andy Gray shoulder charging Pete Shilton into the back of the net. Exactly, yeah. So,
and Man United, Liverpool, who knows? Who knows? Depends if Liverpool got any players back, but you know.
Yeah, but even then, you'd fancy Liverpool's team of last night to be made, because they'll just outrun them and outwork them. But Man United have got this bit where they can sort of scrap, they'll not scrap, actually fight, because there's not enough fight, but individual players can do all of a sudden something like brilliant and get them through. But you'd fancy Liverpool for that one.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.